Welcome back to a Fifth of Jack Gaming, where today we're going to have a jump start of 2 jump start packs. Why 2? Because all it takes is 2 packs to be able to shuffle up and be able to play. Grab your buddies, grab a couple packs, and let's have some fun. So Jump Start's a unique product because it's something that can let the beginner to be able to come into play. It's designed for beginners to be able to get their feet wet into the Magic the Gathering, hence the jump and then the start of their Magic career. But it's also where you can have experienced players will be able to play and still have some fun. With that said, let's see what we got. Oh, we got some discarding action. That means we can end up having Tiny Bones come into play. Mono black discard action. All right. Slide that there so we can know what the theme is. 7 basic lands. This is a special land art card for the discarding cards. Rite of Precinct 6 costs us 1 and a black for a zombie. Rite of Precinct 6 gets +1 or +1/+1 for each creature card in your opponent's graveyards. Has a 1/1 body. You know what's better than 1 of those guys? 2 of those guys. Then we have a Thriving Moor. Enters the battlefield tapped. And as it enters the battlefield, we choose a color other than black. Tap, add a black or that chosen color. This is to help us be able to mana fix for a couple different packs. Because you can end up having the exact same colors, you can have different colors. Slate Street Ruffian costs us 2 and a black for a human warrior. Whenever Slate Street Ruffian becomes black, defending player discards a card. Has a 2/2 body. Phyrexian Rager costs us 2 and a white for a whore. And it has a power or toughness of 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Death's Approach costs 1 black for an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets -X, where X is the number of creature cards in its controller's graveyard. Burglar Rat costs us 1 and a black for a rat. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. It has a 1/1 body. Oh, some good old Mind Rot. Costs us 2 and a black for a sorcery card. Target player discards 2 cards. Dwindling down their cards for us. And 2 Mix Art costs us 2 and a 2 black for a cleric that's a 2/2 body. And when it enters the battlefield, we get to choose 1. Return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a 9-creature spell from it. That player discards that card. Couple choices. We like choices. Ravenous Chupacabra costs us 2 and 2 black for a beast horror. It's a 2/2 body. When it enters the battlefield, destroy a target creature an opponent controls. Fel Spectre costs us 3 and a black. It's a Spectre flying. When Fel Spectre enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. Assassin Strike costs us 2 and 4. So 6 altogether. It's a sorcery. Destroy a target creature. Its controller discards a card. Oh man, are we going to be living the dream and open up some Tiny Bones? Yeah! Tiny Bones, Trinket of Thief. Costs us 1 and a black. It's a 1/2 body. It's a legendary skeleton rogue. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent discards a card this turn, you may draw a card and you may lose 1 life. It costs us 4 and 2 black. Each opponent with no cards in hand loses 10 life. Holy smokes. Yeah, buddy. Another Pauper Commander that came out of Jumpstart. And we just cracked him. Awesome. I have to say, so that was some discarding goodness. Starting off with a nice heater. Let's see what we have for the second pack. Can we keep that spice going? Super eager to see what we have. Oh, snap. Let's see what the partner is to play. We know we're in black, and now we know that we're in red. Because we have some dragons coming to play. Oh man, that means we can end up opening up. What's that guy's name? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, we could open up a Terror of the Peaks maybe. Let's see what we end up getting. So we got the 7 lands. Obviously, that's the fancy art. With each Jumpstart pack, we have a fancy land art that can go over there. Surprisingly, they have a lot of value that could come out of it. Being a couple bucks just for a basic land. Who would have thought? Got a Thriving Bluff. It's a land that enters the battlefield tapped. As it enters the battlefield, we get to choose a color other than red. It has the ability to tap for a red or that chosen color. Sarkhan's Rage costs us 4 and a red. It's an instant. Sarkhan's Rage deals 5 damage to any target. If you control no dragon, Sarkhan's Rage deals 2 damage to you. Oh man, when we play that, we want to make sure that we have a dragon. We're taking 2. Lightning Streaker costs us 4 and a red. For a dragon that's a 5/5 body, has flying, that means it goes up in the air. Has trample, that means that once it gets blocked, whatever damage it has left will go over. And haste, that means it can do it this turn. At the beginning of the end step, Lightning Streaker shuffles into their owner's library. Then we have a Dragon Hatchling. Costs us 1 and a red for a dragon. Flying. Pay 1 red. And Dragon Hatchling gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Has a 0/1 body. Dragon's Fodder costs us 1 and a red for a sorcery. Create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Furnace Whelp costs us 2 and 2 red for a creature dragon. Flying. And we can pay a red, and Furnace Whelp gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Has a 2/2 body. Dragon Lord Servant costs us 1 and a red for a Goblin Shaman. Dragon spells that you cast cost 1 less to be able to cast. It's a 1/3 body. For a nice little buddy, that makes it nice and cheap for the dragons. Well, at least 1 cheaper. Draconic Roar. Costs us 1 and a red for an instant. It's an additional cost to cast this spell. You may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Draconic War deals 3 damage to a target creature. If you reveal the dragon card or control a dragon as you cast this spell, Draconic War deals 3 damage to the creature's controller as well. Whoop. Ravenous Dragon costs us 4 and a red for a dragon flying. And when it enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. Treasure can end up being sacrificed to add any color of mana. Has a 3/3 body. It looks like we have a Hellkite Punisher. Costs us 2 red and 5. It's a dragon flying. Pay a red. Hellkite Punisher gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a 6/6 body. And then we have the Crown Scourge. Costs us 2 and a red. Legendary dragon, so that means it could be your commander. It's a 5/4 body. Flying. It can't attack unless you have 4 or more artifacts. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died this turn. Holy smokes. And then the final card is Wolfless Dragon Queen. Costs us 4 and 2 red for a dragon that has a 6/6 body. Flying, whenever you cast another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Has pay 1 and a red. Dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. The good old fire breathing. It's not Terror of the Peaks, but it's not terribly bad either. Alright, so we got some dragons and we got some discarding action. Some good old D&D action. I have to say, Tiny Bones ends up winning this thing. That's one card to be excited for, because you can end up making that your commander and be able to have some fun discard action with your opponents. What do you think of the decks? Let us know down in the comments below. If you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified about any of our future content. And until next time, see you later.